Greetings and blessings to all human beings on the face of this earth. No matter what your nationality is, no matter what the color of your skin is, no matter what your religions or your political or philosophical beliefs is. I greet all of y'all with the greetings and blessings of God. As y'all notice, I'm in my place where I got the big space where it's peace and harmony. Today I want to talk about, or did I say when it was? Did I say today is the October the 31st, 2017, Tuesday I believe it is. And it's about 2:11, maybe 2:13 now. But what I want to talk about is my attackers, my enemies, those who envy me, all the above, for no reason other than I want to speak the truth. I speak the truth, and a lot of people don't stand up with me, so my enemies feel that I should bow down and be quiet. One of my enemies, and most of them, they get themselves names when they come on my YouTube channel. One of them, they call themselves Jeffrey Ivy. Jeffrey Ivy done called some people that support what I do, he done called them tramps. He done called them what you call the women prostitutes. He done called some of the men gay, queer. He done told me I'm a chump. But I can't be too much of a chump, Jeffrey Ivy, that you study, use Jeffrey Ivy. You don't use a picture, and you just pop up worried about my business. You worried about me exposing people that's doing corruption in the community that I live in. If you're so worried about it, why don't you go down to the nearest Federal Bureau of Investigation office and tell them what you're worried about? Why don't you go to the United States Department of Justice and tell them what you're worried about? A matter of fact, why don't you go to that Attorney General for the state of Missouri, Josh Hawley in Jefferson City? Why don't you tell him about it? But I think you won't tell him about it because you caught up in that corruption. But it's all right. Then this individual that called himself Cardwell say he's way down there in Missouri. He worried about what's happening in my household. He told me I won't do that in St. Louis. But yet, August the 29th of 2017, just this year, I was down in Clayton County at the courthouse, right in the area of St. Louis, at a news conference, protesting a 48-year-old man who was on death row, and DNA cleared him as not being the killer, and the governor gave him a state. Then all of my other enemies and people that envy me all around the world. I don't have them really a lot that come out all around the world. We have a few in Chicago, and we have a few down here in, I believe, in Southeast Missouri. But let me just tell y'all something. The heat on the skillet is boiling. When I say that there, when I say ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, the feds moving in. You see what just happened to the president of the United States, the millionaire, Donald Trump? Did you see what just happened to his ex or former campaign manager? They got him for what they gonna get y'all for, Jeffrey? Conspiracy and money laundering. They got some of y'all in 1998 on the voter fraud. Y'all know who y'all is in Charleston, Missouri. But one thing about it, when the end, it justifies the means. in the end, the things that I've been saying, it's going to come to pass. You see, it don't matter what color your skin is. If you're doing a poor community wrong, it's going to come to a head at one time. You see, pressure in a pipe, Jeffrey Ivy, if that's what you want to call yourself, pressure in a pipe, no matter what type of pipe it is, sooner or later, too much pressure going to make it burst. Jeffrey, you fit in Halloween 24/7. You have a mask on. You have a costume on. You talk a lot of garbage. You call people all type of names. You sell wolf tickets, but you won't come on out in the open. And that's normal for a coward. That's normal for the Ku Klux Klan. You see, during the day, they in all type of profession, all types of professions. And when they off work at night, they put on their protection. But a hood can't protect them when that federal marshal come get them. That hood can't protect them when a legitimate judge hit that hammer down and said life in prison. That hood can't help them when God come back to separate the sheep from the goats. Some of y'all don't know that. But you'll learn about it. The day is Halloween, the 31st. Y'all be careful out there. You had some people we just seen on the news in Baltimore, Maryland, in a private school. They showed the sign of racism. They had on a orange prison or jail jumpsuit, the one white guy, and turned around. And it had Michael Gray name on the back of it. Or Jeffrey Gray, the one that got killed by the police in Baltimore, had his name on the back of it as if it was a joke. Another one had on his naked back a swastika in the N-word. These are students at private schools. You see, God don't like that, and all white people don't like it. Somebody gonna go down sooner or later. Just like when you keep on trying to attack me in my household. You don't see us running. We ain't gonna run. If we do leave, you ain't ran us away. I'm telling everybody, all human beings of all nationalities, we need to come together. Black folks, we need to come together. We need to point out those that's selling us out, getting this grant money, y'all, and just helping them and their families. All you got to do is look around, man. A lot of them is dying off. You see what I'm saying? They being honored, but they dying off. You can't take none of that money that you stealing from the poor people to the grave. You can't even take it to the penitentiary with you. I'll be back. Now tell me what you got to say about that, Jeffrey, or Cardwell, or whoever else. But I'm going to tell you, the city that I live in, all me and my daughters and daddy is trying to do is live in peace. If I feel that I want to speak about something, I have a right to do it. The First and the 14th Amendment to the Constitution gives me that right. And I'm not going to stop. But I'm not a sellout. I'm not afraid of no man. I only fear God. Peace, be still.